Hello, hello. Hi everybody and welcome to D&D 5th edition in a modern setting. Or is it, now that we are traveling through the plains? Who knows, but they have guns, so it's still modern, I guess. I am joined here today, as always, by my lovely players and also Destructore.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Wow.
Yeah, rag, son. As him singled out.
We've got Aidan playing as AJ, the
Hello.
firefighter, ex-military, cleric slash monk. Yeah, that's what you are.
Overman, monk / cleric.
Oh, sorry. My apologies.
Yeah, get it right next time.
Martial arts
Destructor.
over religion every time.
Destructor playing as the sneaky, streetwise, moving through the shadows of the city Paladin named Des.
Purple Link.
Purple Link, who's not a rogue, to everyone's surprise.
He looks like he should be a rogue. That's a picture for a rogue.
And we've got Excluded playing as Cecil, the only one that really knows what magic is and stuff because he got trained by a master.
Hello.
And Mckadow playing as Jackie Daytona, he's just a human bartender.
Yep. Don't ignore the pointed teeth. Totally normal.
Just a regular human bartender.
He's traveling through time and fighting crime.
Traveling through time and fighting crime. So yeah, you guys, at the request of some people that showed up at the bar, they asked you to go and check out their estate to see if there's any weird stuff going on there. Scout it out, see inside and outside if there's any weird creatures and the like on the premises, and then report back to them on the state of the estate. While you made your way there through the rough road that was a bit overgrown and stuff, you made your way over there with your car, you parked up and you saw that this estate was in disrepair. It's pretty much falling apart. You started exploring it for a bit. You saw all kinds of weird things, like furnishing in the room was like stuck on a roof in one of the rooms. Many of the hallways are falling apart. There were like weird peepholes in a bunch of the rooms. Old like abandoned stuff. Something that looked like mass graves out by the back of the estate. While you were investigating all of this, in not all at once, but in a trickle, you made your way over to the dining room where there was a portal, and due to various circumstances, running away from weird electric creatures, you all managed to make your way through the portal to the other side of it, and you now find yourself in a more well-maintained, well-upkept version of the estate, in a different time, different place, with people here that you can interact and talk to, and these shadowy servants fluttering around, tending to all the people's needs. And yeah, that's where we left off, with you guys exploring this shadow version of the estate that you were just in. After dealing with some spirits upstairs, you all reconvened back in the dining room, where you are joined by Lord Kryn now. Kryn Corvinarus, who had a deal for your group, but so far he's only discussed this really with Des, because Des was in here alone without you guys. So now everybody has shown up at the dining hall, and Lord Krill will very politely, nobleman-like, offer you all a seat if you would like to have some food in this dining room. So what is everybody gonna do now that you are in here?
Well, we can't say no to free food, can we now?
I mean, you can, but I get you don't want to.
It has been a while since we have eaten. Sorry, lost the voice there.
Yes, you're Valued guests to this estate, please have a seat. The servants will bring over food and anything else you might like.
Money, women, men.
Oh. I did not know you were that way inclined.
I'm both ways inclined.
Oh my god.
I would consider myself somewhat of an omnisexual myself.
Are you saying you would do it with that or with that fireplace if you could?
No, no. Has to at least be sentient.
At least.
At least.
That's wild.
What about viruses? What about viruses then?
You really gotta watch the show, Chris. That is exactly what his character's like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just what was he saying? He just it's just like everybody fucks and sucks. I can't do it right without his voice. Anyway, viruses. I don't think it's possible to have sex with a virus.
What are you doing, Excluded? You're fluttering around with your thing.
You could have sexual relations with someone with
just
a
have a fuck,
virus.
And yeah, as you take a seat at the table, these shadowy servants, they wispily slide over next to you, start pouring a drink. It looks like a red wine into a nicely decorated silver cup that are next to the plates. And they seem to be awaiting a request.
Us?
Of you guys, yeah?
But it can go back now.
Gee, Earl Grey, hot.
It gives you a nod and it backs off. And eventually it will show up with some tea.
Ah.
Chicken, extra crispy, if you please.
It gives you a nod, it flutters away, eventually comes back with a little tray of chicken, extra crispy.
I like the crunch.
I wonder what would happen if you asked for something modern.
What do you mean?
We're getting into Mr. Deeds territory.
Ask for Snickers. Go on. Say that word with your accent. Say it. Go on. I'm not
Are you
gonna let
trying
this
to get
go
him to
until
say
you
the
do it
N-word?
Excluded. Yeah, I'm talking to Excluded.
I was thinking you're talking to us.
No, I'm talking to you. Go on.
Nah, it's not me.
I'm talking to Cecil. Go on, say the word.
I'm not
want
a Snickers
a
guy.
Snicker.
Whoa!
Cancel.
Just put a huge bleep in there.
Yeah, the shadowy servant looks at you and it seemingly does not understand your command.
What about a gold bar?
What if that's the name of a drink? Do you think they'd bring you it if it was the name of a drink?
It's like a cocktail,
No,
the
that's
gold
what-
bar.
Yeah, when the server comes back when we see him, I'm going to ask him for a gold bar.
Okay. Yeah, you're at the table, you're being served various kinds of food and drinks. Anything you can ask for, they bring over, except for modern day stuff, as you have tested out. You cannot get a Snickers bar. They don't know what a Coca-Cola is, stuff like that.
Yeah.
While you are... Is any of you not eating or drinking?
I'm drinking the tea. I'm not eating.
You're drinking that, Eden.
I'll drink.
Okay. Yeah. As you're drinking and eating, Lord Kryn, still by the fireplace, will We'll say like, so you are the traveling companions of Des here. I've had the pleasure of meeting with Des already. Mind if I know your names as well?
I'm most impressed you survived. My name is Jackie Daytona.
Jackie Daytona. Pleasure.
He just skimmed over the first thing I said. That's fine. Just ignore it.
You are impressed that I survived? Survived what exactly?
An encounter with death. Some people are not always so lucky.
Truly, is he that dangerous of an individual?
Have you seen the massive scythe on his back?
Des just waves at him from the table with the massive scythe on his back.
It's not something that, he's not a farmer.
Yes, it is a strange choice for a weapon, but I have seen others wield it. Mostly by those who dabble in the necromantic arts.
You mean necromantic? You said necromantic, which is another field entirely.
Necromantic indeed, not the romantic kind. So Des and Jackie Daytona. And the others?
Yeah.
Cecil.
Cecil? I sense an aura of the arcane around you. Are you a well-versed spellcaster?
That is correct, sir.
Ah. Interesting.
Blade singer, to be specific.
Blade singing? I am not familiar. Which type of magic do you practice?
Is it like what magic school is he saying?
Yeah, whatever you want to answer. Evocation? Destruction? A mix of a little bit of everything?
Transmutation. And abjuration. Yes, I've got a lot of everything.
Oh, so when we ask you these questions, you clam up, but when a fucking stranger asks you...
You ask weird questions.
you're...
He's asking more specific ones.
Just drink some tea.
Aggressively.
Aggressively.
Exactly.
I know a few spells myself.
I'm a spellcaster myself.
I'm somewhat of a spellcaster myself, fellow wizards.
How do you do, fellow wizard?
Swing staff over a shoulder.
What can he cast?
What do you know of the spell Disintegrate?
Not much, but it doesn't sound good.
I see, yes, I can, as the name implies, I can disintegrate something upon touch, but it is a powerful 6th level spell.
Oh my god, 6th level?
Level?
How convenient that both our times use the same things for measuring spells.
You measure spells and levels? I just cast them. Jackie didn't go to no school.
See, I'm telling you, these guys are amateurs.
And the last one?
Are about with things. I don't know.
And the last one, what is your name?
I'll look at one.
He looks directly
I'm
at you.
I'm AJ. Didn't just say JJ then.
JJ, nice to
No,
meet you.
AJ.
AJ, I see. Does that stand for anything, or is that your name?
None of your beeswax.
Oh, mind your manners in my estate.
I
I didn't know beeswax was a problem.
This is a manor, so you better mind yours.
Oh.
You have somewhat of a divine air about you. Do you follow one of the gods, one of the many gods of this plane?
I worship the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
I'm not familiar with that one. Which domain is he?
Most of America.
Does AJ actually believe in Jesus? Is that
Especially the South.
I don't know what AJ believes in. He's not replying. That's why I said something.
I was trying to think of something, but fuck it, Jesus.
A cleric of Jesus Christ. Why not?
And his
Okay.
father.
Ah.
Santa Claus.
Just a person that never found out did Santa Fe.
Yeah. Like, I do not know if this pleases you or upsets you, but the gods have no reach here within this realm.
Why is that?
This estate is somewhat surrounded by a veil of shadow. Nothing can pierce through it, and nothing can leave it, which is why I need the assistance of a capable group of adventurers to try to break through this veil of shadow.
Has it always been like this, or did it start recently?
That is a fair question. It has been a long time, but I could not say the exact length. Time works a bit strange when hopping between planes.
So you hop between plates?
Well, you yourself came here from a different plane, have you not?
I guess so.
Are you familiar with traveling between planes, or this was your first experience from what I understand, no?
First experience?
Traveling through a different plane of existence?
Yeah.
I was hoping of getting some more experienced outsiders in here to help us out, but no matter. I'm sure if we work together, we can figure out a way of leaving this plane.
You want to leave this plane, or do you want to remove the shadow surrounding the estate?
It is somewhat the same thing. The estate, this version of the estate is trapped within a shadowy plane of existence. Removing the shadow would put us into a different plane.
A plane to the North Tower?
No, shut up.
Is there a specific plane you want to go to exactly? Or is it anything other than this?
Well, I would like to return to where the Raven Tree estate is placed within reality, within the land of Faerun, to claim my rightful ownership of the estate, of the full real estate, not just this shadowy version of it.
Oh, so this is not the real one. Is it like a copy of it? Or an
You
imitation?
could say it's like a copy, yes. But there are subtle things we can influence here that will influence the estate in other planes. It is linked, you could say.
Alright. Have an idea where we should start looking to find out how to break this?
Sorry, I was munching on a snack. Well, as I have made some offers to your friend Des here, there are certain things I require doing within this estate that does not quite involve traveling through the plains, more like taking care of business on this end first before thinking of traveling through the plane. But while you are performing various tasks for me to see that to prove to me that you are capable adventurers that I can rely on, I'm sure we can discover something on how to help us pierce through the shadowy veil, so to speak.
Okay. But is there like areas you have not been to? Because it's either too dangerous, or there's too shadowy monsters.
Not that I know of. I believe me and my servants have full access to all of the mansion. There is places outside of the estate that are covered by the shadowy veil that we cannot access. But as you have
there was
as you have already
greenhouse.
As you have already discovered from, I've heard from my shadow servants that you found some spirits upstairs and dealt with them promptly. As you have already discovered, there are many secrets within this estate, secret rooms and hallways that not even I am knowledgeable of.
Alright. We could start a search going again.
This place have a library like the other one?
It does. A bunch of imps managing it.
Yes, indeed.
I might have a look
library
around there, see if I can find anything.
And yeah, and I assume you're drinking, eating while you're talking.
Well, not while we're talking, Griss. We've got to have manners, you know, but in between eating.
Yes. You have a hearty meal or a nice drink of some wine or tea or whatever your choice. The shadow servants come and like clean up the plates and stuff. I see you have concluded your dinner. You notice that he did not eat at all. He pretty much just kept sipping his wine, and that was pretty much it, all that he's done.
Oh, that ain't wine, boy. You know damn well that's blood.
Well, I'm not doing vampires again.
I'll be so predictable.
This isn't Barovia.
Meanwhile, back at Jackie's bar.
Oh yes, the actual vampires, the vampirates.
Pirates.
Okay, let's go back to the top-down map. Dinner is concluded. Master Kryn himself, he'll excuse himself. Well, I must take my leave. Feel free to explore the estate. Rest assured, there are always shadow servants somewhere nearby. So if you are ever in need of a servant, just call for the shadows, and they'll find their way to you.
One question.
Yes.
Is the backyard still not overgrown by the shadow? Can we still access it? Because I remember there was a greenhouse and a maze.
There is area around the estate that you can access. There is the grounds outside that are accessible, and a grove.
Alright. I'll tell the others. I say we go check out the area first.
Anything's fine with me. I think we should stay together. Last time we split up, we almost fucking died.
Yeah.
Well, I did.
Some of you
Yes, I almost got overwhelmed by sparkly ghost guys.
Some of you last time talked to Oh, it's gonna start raining. It's like, why did it refresh?
I think Jackie talked to the sister.
Yes, some of you last time talked to the lady of the house, and she also gave your group a task to go check out the dance hall. That there are some weird figures in the dance hall that need to be dealt with.
I don't think Jackie told us that, so we have no clue.
Okay.
No, we haven't.
So yeah, the overgrowth at the back, that's where we're going. Unless somebody has somewhere else to go.
No, we can do the overgrowth first if you like. Unless someone has somewhere else to go.
That's what I said.
Indeed. I was echoing you.
To the overgrowth? Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay, let me grab your tokens. Move you guys together. I'll just leave you here and put new ones down. You're coming back here anyway. Probably.
Are we though, Chris?
Okay. Spoilers. We will return to the estate at some point. Okay. Just making sure I'm putting you on the correct map and the correct version of the map.
Alright.
Scene activate. Activate. There we go.
No. Don't activate.
Oath of Vengeance Paladin is a Paladin archetype focused on punishing and pursuing and punishing evildoers.
Oh,
Wow.
is it now? Okay. Everybody loaded in?
Still on 99.
Almost there.
I'm in. Ooh.
I mean,
We.
I got stuck behind the wall.
Cecil. Oh. Oh no, I teleported
I
someone.
disappeared. I
Or
disappeared.
is it starting to rain again?
No, teleported someone.
Oh, I see.
The Destructore is in a new scene and my token is gone.
Yeah,
And now you're here with me as well somehow.
yeah. Okay, I moved you a bit too far. Cecil and this. Move everyone up there. Okay, perfect. So, behind you over here is the balcony area, the back door, so to speak, of the estate. You remember seeing this? This is where you were in the ruined version of the estate, AJ, where you saw the mounds that look like there were bodies buried there amongst the bushes and stuff. It doesn't seem to be the case in this version of it, of the estate.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Someone's screaming. Right.
In
We can
the
either go right
distance,
or left.
as you step out the back and you head towards the grounds, in the distance, a huge dead tree stands above the rest of the forest. Its twisted boughs and branches reaching out like bony fingers which sway silently in the wind, in the windless night of this place. Countless dead dangle from the branches, each hanged body like a dreadful marionette suspended from the fingertips of the horrid oak. Amidst them, the foliage of the tree seethes and ripples unnaturally.
That's definitely not right.
It's not right. Where did this go?
No.
I tried to
Disappeared
move
again.
forward and then I moved backwards into the teleporter again because it seems to inverted my controls for some reason.
Yeah. Did it move your camera away from this map as well?
Yeah, it does that when I teleport.
Okay. Should we go left or right?
Why don't we toss a coin?
Sure, wants to toss a coin.
Eddie too.
I only got dollars. I don't got any coin.
I'll toss one. Heads we go left, tails we go right.
So one left, two right.
I guess.
Lefties.
Can you all make me a perception test?
Okay. Could have been a group check, Chris.
I could have done a group chat test. I forgot I had that. Ooh. Oh my god. Pretty high rolls, except, you know.
I got lead poisoning from the coin I used.
Cecil and AJ. You observe that a huge tree you see in the distance looming over the rest of the courtyard is in fact covered in countless black crows made of shadow, which flutter and preen at random, giving the dreadful tree the appearance of a jet black canopy that refuses to sit still. So the entire tree is covered in black crows made of shadows that are fluttering, which makes it seem that it's just like a bunch of leaves rustling on the tree.
Okay. Does Jackie not see that? On the 19?
No, it was 20 or higher.
Okay.
I don't like that.
I'll point that out to the others. The tree doesn't actually have leaves. The big tree with the dead bodies, it doesn't have leaves. It's just shadowy crows fluttering about.
Oh, that makes it much nicer.
I know, it gives it more aesthetic.
If it was normal crows, I was thinking about like just popping a shot and get him to run away. But shadow crows, it's more
The
scary.
map is in feet, so we should
I
like
feel
move
like
him.
I feel like it's a little weird that they're not.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't tell us about the tree with all the dead people on it.
Dead people?
Chris, should we like move as if our movement is in feet, or?
Let me change it. 1.5. Oh. Should be refreshing now. Should also fix the lights and stuff.
My eyes!
Ah, so bright.
My eyes!
Should also fix the lights.
Is that how it should be?
Who's glowing?
Not it.
Not
me.
me.
Somebody has a light on them, I think, yeah, from last time.
Well, you've got a glowy effect, haven't you?
Is this the shed
that's
or
from
something
the
else? Because
mage
there's a
armor.
welcome mat.
Mage armor?
Yeah. It's just the clay effect of mage armor on my token alone.
That's funny.
I sure there's not like a light source here or in the shadows, guys.
Yeah, there is a bunch of light sources here. Okay, we're going back to 5 feet to fix the lighting.
So I guess
5
we'll
feet's
just move our
better.
movement. If our movement is 5 feet.
Yeah,
So,
if
Chris-
you have 9
5
meter,
feet.
that's 30 feet. That's the standard movement. Some of you have less or more.
Well, no, wait, you fool! There's a...
Too late.
You triggered a trap. Oh my god.
You know, if you're going to go for that painfully obvious rope trap that's even on the map, I'm not even going to be bothered warning you.
Maybe nothing. There's ropes here behind us as well. Could just be a lantern hanging overhead. It is a lantern hanging overhead.
Yep.
Oh,
it
is
is
it?
just a lantern.
Sorry, I thought it was a trap because it looked like it was on the floor.
Hello, coming through. Oh, hi.
I'd look under the mat, Gris, just in case.
Okay. So yeah, you approach the stone building. It is modestly sized and nestled in the strange grey foliage of the surrounding hedge maze. It appears to be immaculately clean and well maintained, with a tall chimney gently releasing a spire of wispy grey smoke. Curtains block views into the cottage, making it impossible to see if anyone is home. Did you just barge in there?
He did, and I'm checking under the mat. God damn it, boy.
That boy ain't right.
Upon initial entry to the cottage, you see an uncharacteristic warmth and coziness not found anywhere else in the manor so far. The space is dominated by rich yellows and greens, which particularly strain against whatever force sucks the color from this plane, leaving them to glimmer richly at times, while at other times seeming almost grey. The main room's walls hold various shelves of knickknacks and dishes, keepsakes, foodstuffs, and the like. At the center is a large circular table, with space enough for 4 to sit, and a rather full kitchen sits against the north wall, with food that looks almost normal. And there is a man sitting in here. A satyr-looking gentleman, like hoofs for feet, horns coming out of his head.
Mr. Tumnus.
Mr. Tumnus. I'll show his picture. As you barge in, he'll look at you. Who goes there? Who enters the premises?
He must be a gardener.
Cecil.
He's got a trowel.
Sorry, what was that?
Name is Cecil.
Cecil? I'm not familiar with any Cecil in the estate. Who are you?
Yeah, we just arrived.
Arrived, you say? It's impossible to pierce through the veil. How'd you get here?
Well, for me, it was a set of stairs that only led to darkness, and I went down it, funny enough, and ended up here.
Oh, strange. Very strange indeed.
Yes, but the master of the house, told us to look into how to deal with the veil. So I thought we would start by checking at the back.
Ah, of course. Make me an arcana while you are here, Cecil, standing in his living room.
Sure.
The master of the house, Lord Grin, has sent you.
Yeah.
My name is Timnus. Nice meeting you,
Legally
Cecil.
distinct.
Not Tomnus, Timnus.
Yeah, totally.
With a 25. You notice that the color of the room and the incongruent nature of the foodstuff here lead you to believe that Timnus may be weaving some sort of conjuration or transmutation magic into the surroundings to mitigate the effects of the Shadowfell on his home. How he is doing so is unknown. You rolled a 25.
Magic.
On an 18+, beings from the fairylands, true fae as it were, are known to wield incredible power that look quite a lot like magic, but does not adhere to its rules and limitations. This is a demonstration of that. So yeah, with your 25, you know that there is some sort of spell being cast on this place to make it look nicer than what it is, to make the Shadowfell of the outside less oppressive, and you recognize it as fae magic. Would Cecil recognize it as fae magic with his experience of being trained in the ways of magic by somebody else?
I mean, on the other campaign, the Fae realm was mentioned a lot, and even Fae creatures.
Yeah.
I'll ask him, are you from the Fae realm, or do you practice Fae magic?
Yes. I'm a satyr. We hail originally from the Fae.
How did you end up here?
I was hired by master of the house to maintain the garden. Then the Shadowfell happened, the whole getting stuck behind the shadowy veil, and now I am here.
And you still act as the gardener?
I try to maintain the gardens to the best of my abilities, but the shadowy force out there is very oppressive. It has influence on the plants. It changes nice, soft bushes to ugly, thorny ones. There's not much I can do about it, even as the gardener.
Well, this shadow is surrounding this area. There's also the plants are not getting any sunlight.
Yes, that as well. That is also an issue.
One of my companions had used the spell Daylight. I'm not sure if that would help.
I've tried all kinds of magics that I know from the Fae. Nothing seems to really work like how it's supposed to in here. But don't all just stay out there. Come inside. Come out of the dreadful shadows into the light. Make yourself comfortable.
Are you guys gonna come in?
I was checking out of the map.
Yeah, you lift up the map. Nothing under there.
Then I stab his house with a knife.
You poke the
Why?
house.
Just in case.
It is
You
a
guys are
brick
like that
house.
horror movie.
I have seen lots of movies, alright?
It's a
Like,
gingerbread house. Now get
Ours could
into
be-
the
yeah.
oven.
Yeah, or it could be a sentient house. Or
Double
it could be-
entendre.
It could be an illusion. I don't know.
Yeah. You are right. Could be many things. You're in a strange world. You're definitely not in a place that Jackie would be used to dealing with. So
No.
being suspicious of everything, I feel like it's very normal in this situation.
That's why he didn't eat.
So, about the shadowy veil, fucking with the plants and changing them. Has any of the
Yes.
plants become sentient?
Oh, Master Usk, the guy that first reached his hand through the portal to pull Jackie in, would have suggested to either come with you guys or go about his own business. Would you have him escort you, or are you exploring without him? I forgot to bring that
Oh,
up
if he's
earlier.
free, come with it. I don't know.
I mean, he's a servant. I'm not sure if we should bring him to us with us. Like, things could get dangerous.
Yeah, let him do his own thing.
Okay. Yeah, so you've entered here. You asked him about the shadows.
I asked him if any of them plants became sentient due to the shadow veil.
Sentient? Not that I have noticed. No sentience in the plants. There are strange, I don't know what to call them. Shadowy bird-like creatures that attach themselves to the plants.
Yeah, we noticed them at the big tree with the dead bodies hanging on it.
The big tree is completely corrupted by whatever this shadowy veil is. It was such a nice looking tree in the reality, but in this place it is a corrupted, horrific version of itself.
Is it reachable, or is it is still inside the shadow veil that we can't reach?
It is reachable, but you'll have to travel through the maze to the hedge mage, and I do not recommend it. There are creatures within there.
Goblins?
They call them maze-bound. Horrible ghouls. Can't be killed, can't escape the maze. Just all around miserable summer bitches. Before you ask, nope, I've got no clue why. All I know is keeping him in check sure was easier when I was walking around with a sight in my hands.
Well, would you look at that?
Looks at Destructore and does.
What are you looking at me for? Oh, right.
It's a mighty fine sight you have there.
So
If
you
you
said they
want
cannot
me-
be killed, but can they be subdued?
I've only been able to stop them from leaving the maze. It seems like none of the stabbing them doesn't work, fey magic doesn't work, they just are unmovable. Well, not unmovable, but definitely unkillable.
Like maybe reaching the tree could give us some information of how to stop this.
I'll
Now,
give the bushes a try first, see if I can prune them back.
Okay, do like a swing with the sight.
Find a good deep spot that needs some pruning and give it a really good sweet scythe. And
Yeah, Dimnus will like follow you, like stand in his doorway, like watch you work. Oh, mighty fine work. Oh, it sure would be helpful if somebody would retrieve my sight for me. It is magical. Then I can probably deal with the creatures in the maze.
Well, where is your scythe? is in the maze.
I haven't been able to trim the hedges in months. If you can put your hands on the damn thing, I'd love to have it back. Got swiped by the scorn crow.
One of the crows surrounding the big tree? Or is it a different one?
It is a strange, strange creature. Makes his home in the grove, other side of the maze. And it's not real easy to get to, now the hedge is growing back in. I'm not even sure I could get it back, even if I could get through the maze without one of the creatures out there grabbing me.
The only way is to go through the maze to get to him.
Yes. He does like a little head shake and mutters among himself, the maze ate 3 knights just last week.
Oh, wow. Where exactly in the maze? Should we try to go north? East? South?
The exact path through the maze? I could
like
not
the
tell
exact
you.
path, like direction. Should we try to keep going north until we find him? Or is it like east? Basically, should we keep going, try to find a way to the right, or try to find a way up?
I would suggest picking a direction in the maze and sticking to that one until it leads you to somewhere or nowhere, and then change the direction.
Or we could try this way right down here, since it's at least got some lights on it.
Okay, and then we just stick to the right.
Worth a shot.
Oh, would you like to stay for a spell? Hear all about how I lost my sight?
Stay for a spell. Is that what you call a story?
Alright, it's going to be necessary to the quest, so I'll listen.
I was out there tending the grove and the tree when the shadowy bastard came out of nowhere, sent me sprawling, claimed my sight. A tinge of subdued anger leaks through in his tone. Dimness sighs, clearly recollecting his last encounter. In case it's helpful, no amount of shouting at him will get him to give the sight back. I've tried. Like the idea of this guy just shouting, "Give it back!"
No.
Yeah, I've had a few interactions with him now, but and they're never positive.
Does he always try to steal
You know
your
what?
things?
I'm not sure what it is. Sorry, what was that? I was muttering amongst myself.
Does he always try to steal something from you?
Oh, he'll take everything that isn't nailed down if you let him. But he seemed to be particularly interested in the sight. I don't know why.
You're like referencing the show, aren't you? Well, we can give it a try.
Sorry, where are my manners? I didn't offer any drinks or anything to eat. Would you like something, or are you heading out?
We just ate, not to worry.
I see. Well, good luck out there. Be careful in the maze. Don't let the ghoulish creatures grab you and drag you off.
I'll try not to.
Are you guys coming, or are you going to go a different way?
No, we should stay together.
You need to rest this. Are your spells prepared?
Oh no, I'm quite alright for now.
Are you going, AJ?
AJ's just staying for the story.
Okay, he
might have went to take his food.
Yeah, I just noticed he's deafened. Not deafened, muted. A sprawling grey hedge maze sits on the border of the stone paths of the manor grounds. The hedge walls appear to have seen better days, and are in solid need of trimming. Great pale branches brimming with thorns coil in and out of the hedge, some dappled with rust-red flowers. The walls of the hedges are about 12 feet. The walls of the hedges are about 12 feet tall, They block all sight and movement through them, so you cannot go directly through the hedges. They're not sturdy enough to be climbed or walked on by anyone, nor can they be crawled under by creatures that are not tiny. But they are, hedges.
I could send the squirrel, but I feel like he's going to die by one of those creatures.
Who?
The squirrel, Griss, the familiar.
Oh, the squirrel, yeah. The squirrel is with you, or you unsummon him?
Oh, no, he's with me. You just didn't bother putting him down because don't want to keep dragging him.
Yeah.
Unless you can attach him to my token.
Don't think I have that module in this one, the token attacher. So it's just on your shoulder for now.
Jackie's made a new friend.
Really?
Oh, I see. Yeah. Hunched over, sub-nosed, grey-skinned humanoids lunge out of the hedge walls, hissing and snarling like animals. Their wide glowing eyes follow your every movement as long, sharp nails click and scrape with every movement. These twisted, grotesque glare with baleful hatred, resentful of your intrusion upon their hollow ground.
Shotgun.
Shotgun.
He startled me.
Kablam! 21.
Oh god, you startled me.
21
He was a
hits.
zombie? Oh my goodness, that one startled me.
12 damage. You blast this creature that just appears out of the hedges. It is absolutely shocked, taken aback, surprised even by the sudden noise of this shotgun, like unloading into this thing. It is not what this creature was expecting at all, and it leaps. It leaps backwards into the hedge base itself, and you can kind of tell it's like running around amongst the hedges, but it definitely, going from the noise, seems to have ran away further into the maze.
Oh, start a fire in here.
I put a fire bolt in my hand. I can burn this whole fucking place to the ground.
Don't do it. We're inside it.
Fine.
You're just gonna get
How
us
about next
killed.
time we try cutting them off from the maze, see if that kills them?
Cut them off in the race? What do you mean?
From the maze, we cut them off. Maybe they're not connected to the maze anymore.
Is this a dead end? Yeah.
And it continues up here a bit.
You alright, Jackie?
Mm-hmm. Just checking something in my inventory.
Yeah.
Make sure to reload your shotgun.
Also, to be clear,
Reloading my gun.
right, after that, Des is definitely keeping an eye out for any consistent movement in the hedges.
Oh, yeah?
that might
You're alert
indicate
now?
something.
Yeah, I've got my shotgun out, ready to go.
Hey, hold on. Wait for Jackie.
Here he comes.
Jackie's just coming in the rear. I'm with you. So I'm just going to a couple behind just in case something tries to sneak up on us.
Yeah, but I don't want to you're in the shadows. I can't see you talking about. I'll just go back and you're not there.
It's totally ridiculous.
We're gonna be alright,
yes.
right? Jackie looks behind him. Jackie's no longer there. Uh-oh.
I can see you moving back.
No, you can't. You don't have eyes in the back of your head.
I do. I saw you
We
moving
can
to the
see you.
left.
Yeah, but I didn't see you. You guys went on ahead and I lost you. Oh, yeah, how unfortunate.
You said you were covering the... Oh, fucking...
Yeah, and then you turned around and just were gone.
I'm back.
They're back. They went.
Well.
They went into the
Guys?
hedge maze. Would you have gone with them?
Yes.
Now I gotta
Okay.
figure out how to get to us.
Would you have stuck with Des and Cecil, or with Jackie?
There's a continuation down here.
I'll stick with Jack here.
There's something up here as well. I'm just going to take a look.
And it's Jackie.
Okay.
And there he is.
I think we lost the other ones, AJ.
Yeah.
Sorry. He says something up there.
I've just thought
This area here.
Well, the
looks a
guys
bit
said that they were going
more
to stick to the
overgrown.
left, so I'm sure they're this way. Oh. I found the exit.
Oh, oopsie daisy.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you find a path that
not
seems
sure
to
if you
lead
can
towards the big tree in the distance.
Get fucked, you guys. Follow Jackie, expert at hedge mazes.
It's everywhere.
Stick your hand on the outside wall and just follow it along. That's all I do every
Stop
time I
that
go into
back
hedge
rooms
maze.
method shit.
It works. And it's not
It
back
does.
rooms, it's a hedge maze method. So.
It is overgrown, but I'm not sure if you want to climb that.
I'm not gonna climb it. I'm gonna prune it, see if there's anything hidden in it.
Okay, it moved you guys to a different map. Yeah.
Dark.
Stay there for a bit. Don't move your tokens and stuff.
100%.
Is the like area with the big tree is the same area as the overgrowth? Is that like two different areas?
Game-wise, it's a different map, but it's like linked together. Like it is
Okay.
just north of here.
Does anything jump at this when you box the overgrowth?
Does you use your sight to cut away some of the overgrowth. You feel these constricting vines, these long elongated vines that almost look like fingers try to wrap around you.
Well, they're
I'm
very
guessing-
bad at it, Gris.
I'm guessing a 7 does not succeed.
What? No.
You manage to leap back away from these vines.
I will slash at them for going at me, though. Like, keep my distance from them and slash them.
Okay, do me an attack roll as well. A 20. I'll say it's with disadvantage because you can't quite see the thing that you're slashing at. So roll
Oh,
again.
okay. That's a
Oh,
nat 20, Gris.
Like,
Too bad it's a disadvantage. but
Yeah. So dirty 20 it is. Okay, roll damage. You definitely hit the thing.
That's going to be my only nat
Max
20 of this whole
damage.
fucking game, and I can't even use it.
you got max damage though.
A 17, goddamn. Yeah, you definitely hit these like vines. You cut off like pieces of these vines. They drop lifelessly onto the floor, still like wriggling around a little bit on the floor as you cut them off. Something shrieks as you do it and disappears. Like in the you hear like something shuffling around in the maze, like going through the bushes.
Maybe we should keep moving.
So remember that thing we said about sticking together?
Stick together.
Yeah,
dude.
where did they go? It's there.
There's a dead end down there. Pretty sure it's gonna be like a. Oh no, it's not a dead end.
It appears to be up, Cecil. Keep an eye out, though, for... Huh. It looks like there's a bit of an opening over here.
You have located the exit to the north.
We'll go in, let them do some stuff first, because they got there first, then we'll show up after they get in trouble, I guess.
Yeah. Hop forward into the opening. That should move your token and load you into the next map. Jump over there. Activate. This can close.
I can't see shit.
Yeah, you're like right against a wall, but there is a little path here. Does any of you have any light on at the moment before we continue?
No, but I'm pretty sure the tree does.
Yes.
Yeah, the tree illuminates. What light do you have on? Just a torch?
Oh, good. It's Cthulhu.
The spell light. How do we activate
Like
that?
cantrip.
Yeah. Can you post its description?
6 meters of light and 6 meters of dim light.
Is that creepy ass ringing a part of this map?
It's
Yeah.
part of the light spell.
Oh, it's part of the light spell. I
Yeah.
thought it was the map.
No, it's light.
Well, AJ and Jackie will have arrived first, so they can do stuff before we arrive.
Maybe we don't want to.
You don't want to?
Maybe
we just sit down and have a picnic.
All right, then.
Maybe they'll read a book. You don't know.
Okay, there we go. That's the
passionate
light
sex.
on AJ. Do you have any light on you, Cecil?
Just the same as AJ, the light cantrip.
Okay. There we go. Time to change the ambient soundtrack. Entering this grove, you immediately gather a sense of absolute dread about this place. It is still and deadly quiet, but there is a thrumming of evil that exists just below the limits of hearing, which sets your teeth on edge and raises hackles. Everything has a reddish tinge to it here, and the air smells of iron and rot. Worse, overhead the limbs of the dreadful tree dangle countless hanged forms as hundreds of crimson-eyed crows peer down and offer their gravelly, crackling jeers. You know in your heart that you are not safe here.
Okay.
Just
I do not like this place. AJ, I don't like it.
Me neither.
Let's continue to go left. Okay, that's a tree.
yeah, it's something. I'm not sure if you want to walk
I
in
don't
there.
think you're just
Jackie.
running around exploring things when you're not here. You're not here, Excluded.
I thought you were waiting for us.
No, I'm joking. We're not sitting down having a picnic.
I
Wow,
can't see
okay.
anything at all.
What's that?
Just move
I've
to
got a
the
black
left.
screen.
Oh,
Okay.
you're supposed to be able to
Oh.
see.
I can see the characters, but I just
Yeah,
got a black
just like
screen.
move to the
I'll
left
get
here.
you fixed. I'll get you fixed.
Like, is it a vision thing, or you just don't see anything?
Let me go live.
Okay, can you see the big tree right in front of you?
Nope.
Let me try
Huh.
removing the token
Okay,
and putting
then.
it back. AJ, delete.
Maybe because you put a light on them, who knows?
AJ back.
Programs.
Okay.
Do you see now?
Nope.
Yeah.
I will leave first.
He's legally blind.
Legally.
Does that mean someone could be illegally blind?
Yeah, like that guy from the start of Switching Places.
I don't know what that is.
And yeah, while we wait for AJ to reconnect, I'll show you
feel like-
this. This is a picture of the tree with the hanging corpses.
I feel like we
She's
should be
definitely
praying to the dark side of the force or something. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I can see now.
It's a nexus of evil.
I feel like we should have had a long rest before we had to that.
I
sure
that's
just long
that's
rest in
a
the
face,
bushes.
AJ. That thing's a face. That's a face, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine if we approach it. Nothing will happen.
Yeah. Maybe get a spell ready.
Yeah,
Get your shotgun ready.
I've got my shotgun ready.
At the heart of this dreadful grove is a great, towering tree, with vast branches reaching out to form a massive canopy from which dozens of corpses hang by the neck. Its boughs
you're
are
banging your
covered...
mic.
Oh. Its boughs are covered in hundreds of shadow crows with crimson eyes that offer waves of grating mockery at your bare presence. The tree looks long dead, though its trunk is twisted, just so to create the visage of a great skull of roots and bark, with a pair of hateful glowing eyes that track your movement. Are you tapping your microphone, Aidan?
No.
It keeps
Not
going
on
tuk tuk
purpose.
tuk. Tuk tuk tuk.
Yeah.
It was touching my monitor.
Okay. Why is it shaking?
I don't know.
Okay. The
He's scared.
eyes seem to track your movements. Jutting from the earth all around it are ragged stone obelisks, or at least just their pyramidions, each marked with glowing lines and sigils which cause the stomach to churn if they are looked at for too long.
Oh, this is some stiff shit, Jesus Christ. Hello there, birdie. Can you understand English? Or common, or whatever you call it in this dimension?
The raven just turns around and caws at you.
Is that a yes? Call once for yes, two for no. Rude little prick. Okay. Let's just approach a little bit more.
Okay, as you two are approaching the tree, Des and Cecil, you arrive out of the hedge maze. You are greeted with the mage in front of you and this like red glowish light that is emanating from your left and right.
You see that?
Red light.
Green light.
Yeah, as you step out of the opening, you see this big, massive tree, hanging corpses hanging from the tree, ravens everywhere, this oppressive reddish glow coming from runes and sigils emanating from the tree's branches, from the stones jutting out of the floor, and AJ and Jackie standing in front of you with the tree like completely in front of them, like you know, the difference between the size of Jackie and AJ compared to the tree is massive.
I don't think we should be here. I don't think that's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
I beg to differ.
Everybody, do me a perception. And can you let me know what your passive perception is?
If you're referring to the guy, I can see him.
13.
Bruce.
15.
Minus 11.
You can see him? This guy?
I can see him, so I don't know if that's
Yeah, I
an
can see the
auto-passive thing or if you made a mistake.
There's a guy.
Natural 20.
He's right there.
Do you still want me to do a perception? Is it for something else or is it for that?
You can still do a perception. It is for that in combination with other stuff.
Alright.
Yeah, if you all, as you all look around, you see, huddled below the looming twisted branches of the tree, a figure shrouded in rags and feathers leans on a grim sight, the edge glinting wickedly whenever it catches the light. While all around the chorus of corvids beckons and mocks, this strange figure is a beacon of silence. As you set foot within the glade, he slowly turns his head, peering over a shoulder and watching your advance out of the corner of one wild dark eye. As if he knew you stepped into his presence, he waits, watching as if studying with a strange curiosity.
Death draws his scythe and begins approaching menacingly.
Okay.
You should try to see if he can understand this.
You approach menacingly. Roll me an intimidation. How scary is this looking?
I mean, how good is this guy's eyesight?
That's fair.
Ooh. You tumble on one of the bones.
A 6. He is not too intimidated. He, very much like a Dark Souls Elden Ring's boss, he'll swing out the scythe in front of you with pure silence. He does not say anything, but he is approaching you, and it is clear that he is approaching you with intent to fight. So this will be initiative.
Clash!
Okay.
I told you, I got one nat 20 that I couldn't even use, and now I'm getting nothing but shits.
There's always a 1 in 20 chance you'll get it again.
Uh-huh. Curious enough that I'm wondering if that's the same thing I already slashed at because the portrait was similar, but we'll see.
With the initiative decided, Jackie, you go first. You see Des approaching this silent, still figure. As Des approaches, it readies its sight. The red light glinting in the metal of the sight. It clearly looks like it is about to attack Des. What is Jackie gonna do?
I cast Sanctuary on Des. It's a bonus action.
Sanctuary.
And then I follow my instincts. And I run up this tree and I shoot it right in the fucking face with a shotgun point blank.
Like in its eyeball or up its
Right in its
nostril?
eyeball.
Okay. You run up to the tree and you shoot the tree.
In the eye.
Okay. I'll just quickly show you what the Scorncrow looks like with the sight. His,
Yeah,
like,
come on, look at
artwork.
his eyes. There's no way he was going to see me in that shit.
Does the sight look magical, Gus?
Just vacant eyes. I mean, does
Yeah,
that
they
look
glint.
magical to you?
Yes.
No.
It was glinting. Okay, take a shot.
I shall take a shot.
He shot
Hey,
Des.
24.
Targeting me.
I shot Des. Yes, got him.
A 24 hits the tree.
The tree has armor?
Of course it does. Look at it. It's glowing and fucking alive. This thing's the source of something. Jackie's following his instincts. He's played video games. Shoot the glowy thing.
He's played video games. 13. You blast into the tree with the shotgun, definitely chipping away at some of the wooden bark of this this ancient, evil-looking tree. It does not
Again.
It does not let out a moan in agony or anything. You just hear the creaking of the wood. With
I
a
missed
7,
the
your
stationary
second
tree.
blast misses the tree. You are
That's horseshit.
you're
It's
taken aback.
standing still.
Your hands are shaking from the strange feeling that this whole area is giving you, and you miss your shot.
Good, I rolled the damage just to use the shell. Okay.
Do you have to roll for the shell to be used?
It automatically uses the shell in the gun. It doesn't have a repeating shot. The revolver has repeating shot.
Alright.
I should probably swap that round, huh? Because this only has 2 charges. I'll do that later. And again, the revolver's got a +6. Anyway, that's my turn. Sorry, let me get the combat tracker right. In turn. I don't like it. What did you do?
Oh, what is happening?
Shadows! Shadows! We gotta kill the tree. I knew it. It's gonna just keep summoning more.
Yeah, well, he succeeded once. He has to get a 5 or higher, I guess.
Succeeded 1 and... Well, it's a 1d6, so he needs a 5 or a 6 to succeed. Hey, this is like tabletop
Right,
war.
that's a haste recharge. He's gonna cast haste.
We're playing war games now. He will the Scorncrow will approach you thus silently without saying a word. He'll just swing the big sight towards you. I do like that somehow this ended up as sight versus sight.
Somehow, some way. That's why I went for it. It felt more cinematic.
I
Miss.
imagine they've just hooked the top of the
Misses.
blade, so they're just pulling this like a tug of war, just going, "No, gimme!" Eh.
Okay, you are not a plant.
I do not believe last time I checked there was a plan.
He has multi-attack, so he can swing once more.
That's a crit fail, that is.
A crit fail, goddamn, a 1. He does a big overswing with the scythe and gets the tip of the scythe stuck in the ground as he like the creaking of wood moaning like as he tries to like pull the scythe back out, but it seems to be stuck for now. That is his turn. Cecil, it is your turn. You see scythe combat going on between this and this thing.
I don't know, it feels natural to just let them do it.
Maybe
And
help
Jackie
Jackie
is-
then, or try something with the rune stones.
Jackie is shooting the tree.
I feel like I should focus more on this guy. I'll cast a haste on myself. And then use the action from haste to attack him.
Okay.
Does Cecil get advantage because his scythe's currently stuck? Or is
Well, I do have the familiar, which gives me advantage.
Oh yeah, your familiar is doing the help action.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. 3 and a 4, wow.
It doesn't matter since it missed, but there is Sanctuary on S.
Oh yeah, that's right. You could have just gone for me or AJ.
Oh yeah.
I'll use Lucky to reroll that. 18.
Yes, do a will thing to attack.
Yeah, and if he fails, he needs to target another person around this turn.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It don't matter.
An 18 hits.
Six damage. And that would be my turn.
Okay.
Wait. You're not gonna use your bonus action?
Use that to activate Blade Song.
Oh, okay.
What will I even use my bonus action for?
Throw your sword. Have another fighter.
Yeah, I could do, but then I wouldn't have a weapon to attack with.
I have guns.
Okay, AJ, it is your turn. This weird scythe-wielding creature is attacking while Jackie is shooting the tree. What is AJ gonna do?
Okay, I'm gonna
Staff and a gun.
move.
Okay,
Let me see my movement.
it's in feet. Your movement is 9, I believe, on your sheet, so that should be 30. Oh no, you have 12.
I get the stab uses strength, which is not something I'm good at.
So your movement is 40.
Still have it though.
Okay. 1, 2,
And it rolls off your damage, so might as well.
Maybe go for the nose since Jackie's going for the eyes.
Or go for the other eye.
Yeah, that's the plan. Okay.
I'm planning to switch to fire next round.
Now, I've got a plan, but I don't think it's going to work like how I got. Wait. Oh,
Let's try and
that's
see.
open. Well, I was just going to grab the chainsaw and just start whipping into it.
Oh, go for it. It might work, yeah. You're still carrying that, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yes.
but it counts as an improvised weapon.
It does count as an improvised weapon, but because it is a chainsaw and cutting trees is what it's meant to be used for, I'll say you'll get advantage on the tree with the chainsaw.
Oh, tree be weak to chainsaw type
Okay.
attacks.
I need a.
The sea Jackie is per fire, so
Okay.
So if you're using the chainsaw, maybe just go for the roots because it'd be easier to cut through them. I don't know.
Oh, I gotta go. Well, I'm here now. I'm gonna go in the eye as well. I can
alright.
back off. Like, I've got a little bit more movement. I'll back off after I've done the attack. I need improvised weapon thing though, because I don't have that on my sheet.
Just roll a d20 to see if you hit it or not.
Roll it twice.
Yes, roll it twice with advantage.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that it can actually do advantage at the bottom.
Yeah. 17 is your highest. You can add your dex or strength modifier, your choice, since you are a monk and cleric.
My dex is +3.
+3, so that's a dirty 20. That hits the tree.
Okay, what
The
damage?
normal damage for improvised is a d4, since you did a... I say since you have advantage with the chainsaw, it's its critical weapon against it. I'm gonna say it's weak against it, so you can roll a d4 and double the damage.
So 2d4s?
Yeah, that works, I guess. Or just 1d4 and double it.
Okay, I just roll 1d4. A 3, so 6.
6 damage. It's not much, but it's something.
Okay.
As you start digging the chainsaw into the tree, I'm gonna say that is what you are actively doing now. You are like busy chainsawing through the tree. You've started the process of like cutting in there.
You can't just let it go, obviously, or it'd fall out. You gotta focus on that. Not like you can just let it go and then Furia blows the tree, then go back to chainsawing afterwards.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
That would be awesome though.
So yeah, while you are holding the chainsaw, I'll say at any moment as an action, bonus action, or even reaction, you can stop the chainsaw, your choice. But as long as you're doing it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I cannot do anything else.
Okay. To make the chainsaw a bit more interesting, I'm gonna say that the longer you continue using your turn to chainsaw into the tree, the more damage you'll do every step. So it'll be 1d4 now, 2d4 next time, 3d4 the time after that, and it'll keep like stacking up. I think that's a good way of doing the digging deeper into the tree kind of scenario. With that, it is thus his turn. The side-wielding creature is in front of
Chris, is there like an haste effect you can add onto my sheet?
Haste?
Yeah, because it gives +2 to AC and doubles the movement speed.
I think so. Do you have like a spell or anything that gives you haste, or is it a potion?
It's a spell.
Did you cast a spell earlier?
Yeah.
I see. Okay, it has an apply button, so if I do this, boop, there we go, you should have
There
haste.
you go.
Yep.
Is his scythe still stuck in the ground?
Yep. Oh, I like how it's like, you're like Ultra Instinct glowing on your token now with the haste.
Normal attack?
Since he tried to attack you and got his side like stuck in the ground right next to you, I can say you can roll with advantage. He's left himself completely open. A 16 sadly still misses.
Really? Damn, guy's got high AC, I'll give him that. But Griss, I've discovered that through my recent level up, I have acquired one of your personal favourite skills.
Oh. Extra
Extra attack.
Hey, you can attack again, still with advantage. Ooh, a 23, that hits. Uh, 10 damage, 10 slashing damage.
Yep.
Okay. You cut into this creature. It is completely lifeless. It does not react like a person getting cut.
Oh, well, in that case, next time I'll just go for his arms, and then they'll just probably, I don't know, lunge at me and try to bite me or something.
Try to bite you. Is
Or
that
maybe just
your turn?
slap me with his nubs. I think so.
You gonna smite him?
No, I don't got any spell slots left.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my turn.
Jackie, you put your shotgun against the tree, pulled the trigger, missed your second shot. AJS ran up next to you and is just chainsawing through this tree's like massive thick trunk.
Put a shotgun away. Using a spell doesn't count as the attack action, right? You can't extra attacks like 2 spells, right?
You can extra attack 2 spells? No. Attack action is like hitting with melee pretty much, or shooting as well for certain classes, but you have to have like a feat for it. By default, you cannot extra attack with magic.
Okay. Then I will use the Helm of Brilliance and cast Fireball straight up at the branches at the top, as high up as I can.
Okay.
So that I don't hit any of my vines. I'm just gonna, put the circle randomly. And then delete it. Oh, look at that.
Nuke goes off. Fireball. Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a dex saving throw. The tree cannot move, so it defaults fails its dex saving throw. A target takes 8d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful, so the tree takes the full 8d6. The fire spreads around corners, it ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. Okay, cool. Roll me that damage. A 27. Unsurprisingly, this also doubles, because 3 weak to fire.
I figured as much.
Who would have known?
I just take a step back from the tree. Oh, I can't move. Am I in the tree? Can't move.
I think you're in the tree.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, so I take a step back if you can move me out of there, Chris, and then shoot the fireball up in the sky.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna move both of you back one more. Just stay there to like attack it. It has like a big square around it pretty much.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you hit it for a lot.
I got you.
You hit it for a lot of damage. The branches, the canopy, all the ravens that were sitting along the trunks and branches of this tree, they all spread out, darkening the sky above by all these ravens flying away, but contrasted by the light of these branches that are on fire now above you. It has fully ignited all the branches, the ropes that are having the dangling corpses, and some of these corpses start to their ropes start to snap from the fire and drop down onto the floor next to you.
Is reloading an action or a bonus action?
Normally an action, unless if you have the... For crossbows, it's like crossbow expert feat, I think, and I think that there is one for firearms as well.
Okay. Then I will just end my turn here then.
Okay. So yeah, if your gun has a X amount of shots it can take, so if it says like 5 or something, you can shoot it 5 times without having to reload it.
Yeah.
But once you reach that, you need to spend 1 turn to reload all the shots. It's not 1 by 1, you just get your 5 shots back after skipping a turn of not shooting, I suppose.
Yeah.
It is the Scorncrow's turn.
Are you going to make him do a strength check to pull his scythe out?
He just yanks his scythe out, no problem, but he seems to be... as much as this thing can look upset, it looks upset by the tree catching on fire. It is gonna use haste on itself.
Is it directing its anger towards the cause?
Yeah, it definitely seems like it wants to head into the direction of the tree, but it does realize that it is stuck here fighting with you.
Oh, sure, it just realizes it'll get attack of opportunity and just knows the mechanics of the game.
It knows. It knows.
It does have to turn its back on us.
What's it gonna do then?
Okay. The ground churns and cracks open as horrible gnarled roots spill out, making the area around the guy and the tree twist and turn in a treacherous area of vines. As this mess of vines opens up beneath the feet of the Scorncrow. The Scorncrow slowly lowers and disappears within the mass of vines. You can take a swing at him, Des and Cecil. A hit.
Okay, so
Max damage.
Another hit with the dancing rapier.
You took 27 in total by my count.
Ooh, not bad. And he sinks into the ground and appears behind AJ and Jackie.
What is this boss battle mechanic bullshit?
I mean, he did roll to recharge a couple of things. He is the boss.
Okay.
Does he catch them by surprise then doing this, or is it like a very noisy thing he's doing that would get noticed?
It is very noticeable. The ground like splits open in like vines as he emerges from it. So AJ and Jackie would have definitely noticed this. He's not like sneaking up behind them or anything. He has used his actions to do that. He has some lair actions.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's a shadow.
That is a shadow.
I thought he failed on that roll to summon stuff, or was that a different turn?
Yeah, that's just to recharge his spells.
He will use his lair action, Hangman's Harvest. The tree of woes, many bows bow and creak, sounding like the bones of a dead chorus. Multiple shadow figures hung from the branches by the neck descend towards the ground, their bodies swaying limply all the way down. It's not until their feet touch the dark earth that they move, suddenly lurching to life and rushing into battle. And I have to roll for how many? 2 of them. 2 hanged shadows that fall from the hanging bodies from the tree join the fight. And that is his action and his lair actions. Just gonna roll for these shadowy servants. There we go, that's them added. It is your turn, Cecil. He has creeped away from you and has moved towards...
if I move away, this guy's gonna attack me.
He like dropped right next to you onto the floor, and then as like a shadowy figure like stands upright and is looking directly at you. It seems pretty safe to say that he has the intent of fighting you.
Yeah.
Have you got this, Cecil?
I was about to ask you this question. Well, I already used the advantage when he walked away, so...
Oh, you got a 19, that's pretty good.
That's it, right?
That hits. 7 damage. You cut into the shadowy figure, the shadows wisping around your blade as it tries to like reform itself. It seems to be less successful in reforming itself after the hit. It is definitely hurt looking.
And because I have mobile feet, then I can just walk away without attacking me.
Okay. When you make a
Then,
melee attack against a creature, you don't provoke opportunity attacks.
And the second action from haste, just go back and attack this guy. Two.
22 definitely hits.
Another 7.
I realized that he also had haste, but I never gave it to him. Now he has it. 7 damage.
Does it still hit?
22 still hits.
That's all I can do. I can use the blade to make it fly up, but it's another bonus action for it to attack. Fuck it, why not?
Why not?
Why not? I'm not sure, it does not let me put down something to indicate where it is.
Oh yeah.
So just do this.
Yeah, perfect. It's when you drop the dancing rapier that flutters around on its own.
Yep. It's another bonus action for it to attack, so it cannot do anything in the range.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
It is one of the shadowy servants. He will turn around. And swipe at your blade. Can they attempt to hit the blade? I'm sure they can, right?
I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't have AC or anything. No AC, no HP, so I'm not sure how would that work.
Yeah. There is a rule somewhere that I can't think of out of the top of my head for hitting like inanimate objects, how to give them AC and stuff like that. So I'll say he is attempting to swipe at the blades, but for now it does nothing. But the shadowy creature doesn't know any better. So that is his turn. AJ, you are still cutting through the tree. You are very much in there with the chainsaw, so you don't necessarily need to roll to hit anymore, because you're definitely like hitting it. Just roll me a d20 to see how well you are progressing with the sawing. Okay, a 5. Not the best. You are still in there cutting it in, but you're not cutting in as deep as you would have wanted on this turn. Roll me 2d4. Okay, another 6 damage.
I didn't realize I was muted. Do I get an advantage on any of these rolls?
Sure, you can have advantage on the d20.
Okay.
Uh, 17. Okay, that is definitely better. I was just pretty much using it as an indication of how well you are doing cutting into this tree. The d20 was not so much to see if you hit it or not. But with a 17, you are progressing much deeper into it than you originally thought with your 5. So you can roll another 1d4 to do a little bit of extra damage. Okay, nice. You're cutting into it, you're like getting close to like the halfway point of the tree, but this is a big chunky tree. Your chainsaw doesn't fit the entire length of the tree, so you're just kind of like cutting into a part of it.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
I was thinking about using one of my key points to do pace and defense, but I'd rather wait until something hits me so I can do the Wrath of whatever it's called, Wrath of Storm. So I'll end my turn.
Okay. Cool. Des, it is your turn.
I did look it up. They can attack the sword.
Oh, okay.
The AC and HP depends on you. It depends on what you say the weapon is made out of. If it's steel, then it has an AC of 19 and 3d6 hit points.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew there was a table
types.
somewhere for like material and stuff like that. I just didn't remember at the top of my head.
If you want to go back to that guy's turn after Destructore and make him attack it.
I'll have him do a swing to see if he hits it.
Yeah, that's
A
right on
19?
the AC.
That would hit. Does it have HP then as well?
3d6 to an average of 10, but it has resistance to all damage types.
Okay, so it takes
I'm not
2
sure about
damage?
that. I'm not sure if would an object take damage from necrotic though.
If it was like... Would it make metal rust? I'm not too sure.
Well,
I don't-
no, because necrotic's like specifically
For life.
that stuff. You'd
Yeah.
yeah. So you'd. I guess if they were. Do they have metal magic in this as well? I feel like that was a thing in this.
There definitely is a spell, I believe, to make like metal rust and stuff. That is like a really handy spell if it is in the system. Or I might be thinking of something else, but I thought that was in this.
I just checked it out. It says objects can take necrotic damage, which can cause them to decay, rot, or rust unnaturally fast.
Oh, okay, so necrotic does make it rust. But yeah, 2
Alright,
damage if it has, what did you say, like 3d6 health points, an average of 10?
Yeah.
Okay, wanna roll 3d6, see how much health points it has?
However, they are immune to psychic and poison.
Makes
That's
sense.
good to know.
Yeah, they're objects.
Fucking
Your
hell.
sword has 6 hit points, so it has 4 hit points left. And otherwise, it'll become rusted, I'll say, if he manages to deplete the hit points of the blade. Okay, Des, it is your turn.
Shadow guy doing stuff, I guess.
Shadow guy.
Keanu Reeves. Just gonna. I can't remember. I sort of like passively watched Sonic 3. Did anybody else watch Sonic 3?
I've not seen it yet, the newest.
Yeah.
Did he carry a gun at any point?
I don't know.
I'm asking Aidan. Because he saw it.
I've been meaning to watch it.
I don't think so.
That was disappointing. And they never played his theme song either, you know. The, well, you remember me. You know, that fucking one from like.
It's probably for the best they didn't play this. Okay, 13 hits.
yeah.
I can't really remember a lot from that. I think I only remember the dance scene.
The dance scene was awesome.
Yeah.
It was indeed.
Ah.
Push that button.
I do
literally
that
the only
meme
thing I've
where
seen
it's like,
from that
he says,
movie.
Yeah, I'm retired unless the Sonic 3 the script is made of gold and then it just cuts to that scene.
Is he still alive?
You cut through the shadow and the shadow dissipates. It floats into the floor.
I am the ultimate life.
I've still got movement.
Yeah, you can still move.
And this is specifically extra attack, not multi-attack, so I can take it a second time against a different character, I assume.
Yes, I believe
think
even
so.
multi-attack you can split up between different characters.
Oh, really? I thought multi-attack was based to a single target, and this was based to different ones, but okay.
Maybe
Either
you
way.
can't move between attacks during multi-attack. I think maybe that was it. I can't remember.
Maybe.
I think if
well.
they're all standing near you, you can multi-attack. You can look it up. In the book.
Ooh, 25 hits. Dealing 7 damage. You cut through the shadow, leaving the shadow, quote-unquote, bloodied.
It's leaking shadow, then. It's like leaking... like kind of like a fog machine.
Yes, exactly. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
With that, it is the new start of a round. The tree takes 1d4 fire damage from being on fire. 3. So that is another 6 damage, because fire is times 2. It is not this guy's turn, because he's dead.
Oh, that was the other shadow. He's dead now.
So that means that it is Jackie's turn. The tree is fully burning, the big canopy above you is fully burning away by your fireball. AJ is getting through it with the chainsaw. The creature with the scythe has appeared out of the ground behind you as Cecil rushed in. You cast gun.
No, I cast fireball again.
Oh, okay.
Again.
Yeah.
Not on us, no.
Is it with the helmet or is it like spell slots that you're using for this?
It's a helmet. I'm using opals.
Cool. Bam! You hit the tree again with a fireball. He cannot dodge out of the way because he's a tree.
It's trees.
28.
Take those 2 opals out.
Times 2.
56.
56. You destroy the tree. The tree is quote-unquote dead as it's fully on fire. The embers shoot down the trunk. They surround around your chainsaw, AJ, as you're cutting into the tree. The weakening of the wood by the fire makes you just go straight through it. The chainsaw comes out on the other side. The tree creaks and buckles as the whole thing in bits and pieces comes like falling down all around you. With the tree destroyed, the Scorncrow uses the ability to use his lair actions.
Oh, goody.
We hear the 1,000 screams of the damned souls in the tree.
Yes.
Fire.
What is our boy gonna do?
50.
Does layer actions have to be on his turn, or just any time he can use them?
Depends. Most of them are on their turn, but sometimes they have lair actions that kind of count as reactions. Like if the party does this, they can lair action to counter, kind of deal.
Alright.
Is that your turn, Jackie? Your fireball?
Oh, sorry, I was waiting to see if anything else happened. Okay, so there's this motherfucker behind me. Who's she? That bonus action requires a spell slot. Since I didn't actually do a spell, I can just punch this guy, right?
Is it an action to use the opal in the hunt?
Yeah. Can I bonus action punch him or something?
No, only monks have that ability.
Yeah, unless I have like dual wheel or some extra feet.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a optional rule that just allows you to punch as bonus action, but that kind of makes the monk punch as bonus action a useless feat, so I don't like using it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
He succeeded on one of them.
He succeeded on haste again.
Can haste stack, or is it just base effect?
Yeah, it's concentration. It cannot stack.
And he's recharging his use of the ability. He's not actually using it. He's like seeing if he can use it again on his turn or not.
Which
I put it on like if things have a rechargeable feature on their sheet, it auto rolls. So that's why it does it like every time it comes to his turn, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he can do it, because losing the tree now really impacts this guy and he loses a lot of his abilities.
Wait.
Like he was regenerating 10 hit points at the start of every turn, but not anymore.
Okay. Good job there, guys. That was gonna be a pain in the ass.
You Dickie genius. I mean, look at that fucking tree.
Okay.
What do the crows think of all this transpiring?
Oh, it's a lair action. The crows have fluttered away. So I was just looking at a thing. He has an action that he can make all the crows descend onto a group of people to do some psychic damage, I believe. Yeah, but can't do it anymore. It's a lair action. So the crows, they're just flying away from all this madness.
What will he do?
He can still hurl a murder of crows.
How does that do?
He'll look at Jackie. Uh, 16. Does that hit Jackie?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
17.
He'll look at you, starts to conjure a swarm of crows that manifest just out of the shadows that start to swarm around you, but you expertly manage to like duck and weave out of the way of all these crows like trying to slam into you. And he just misses
They
you
wouldn't
with
get
this
too
ability.
close anyway, what with the fire.
Yeah, the fire is like scaring them off. That was a action. Let me check his bonus actions.
He still got haste. He has another action.
Oh yeah, he's still hasted.
He still got that aura around him.
As his other action, he's just gonna multi-attack, just swipe twice.
He can't do that. Haste only one attack.
Oh, only one attack then. Oh my god! Another
This
critical
guy's
miss.
fumbling all over the
He
place.
does the same thing, raises his scythe high into the sky, brings it down with the intent of just cutting Jackie in half, but completely whiffs. His scythe gets stuck into the floor again. You hear like the moaning, like wood creaking as he very annoyedly tries to like pull his scythe out of the ground again. Anybody
Slap him
directly,
disrespectfully.
anybody directly attacking him on their turn gets advantage now.
Nice.
Cecil.
And it's Cecil's turn.
Bonus action, just make the dancing rapier attack.
No.
Thought it landed on a 1 there for a second.
Hey, almost landed up between a 3 and a 1.
36 hits.
And then, can I just grab it normally without another bonus action?
Can you just what?
Just grab it now.
The blades? I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
not drawing it, so you can't just attack with it. But you are using one of your charges to do that.
Yeah, let me just delete that. Grab
Yeah.
the sword again and hack him.
Imagine it like
Uh,
cuts into the scorn crow. As it like flips back, you like grab it midair and like slash at him again, like all in like one smooth movement.
yeah, and because I'm attacking this time, I advantage from my familiar.
Yeah, an advantage because his weapon is stuck. An 18, that does not hit.
Okay, the action from haste.
Okay,
That does not hit as well.
still with advantage.
Oh, still alright, because he still has his shit stuck. 20.
20 hits. Doing 6 damage.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. It is the shadowy creature. Will turn to face this.
I still got that thing Mckadow custom at the start on, right?
Yeah, sanctuary.
Sanctuary. What do
Until
they have to
round
do?
10.
It's wisdom.
Wisdom,
saving
I
throw?
think?
Is it with spells? Just spells though, or
Let me scroll.
It is wisdom.
I think it's
How much though? I don't know.
15, I think it was. Let me see.
It is 15, you're right.
I'm amazing.
So with a
if he
14,
fails, he
he
has to-
fails.
He's gotta switch his target.
Yep.
Okay.
What, have you already rolled?
He only rolled for wisdom.
I can't see the rolls right now. Don't know why.
Oh.
I guess you're gonna have to refresh. Oh, hi.
Yeah, I'll just refresh real quick.
He moves towards Cecil since he cannot hit Des.
Well, they can try to hit me. I think he only needs 3. He needs to roll in that 20.
Okay. Can he not 20 you? He cannot. 13 misses. The shadowy creature strikes at you, but nothing connects. That means AJ. It is your turn. The tree is fully destroyed, burning down, crumbling around you. You have your chainsaw roaring in your hands. What does AJ do?
Oh, what did you say, sir?
It is your turn.
My turn. Okay.
The tree is busted. It's burning down. You've
Yeah.
cut through it. You've got your chainsaw roaring in your hands.
I'm gonna pull the emergency shot off, unclip it from my belt, and turn around.
Okay.
Basically, I dropped the chainsaw. That's
Yeah.
what I done. I'm gonna turn around and think what to do. I don't have any spells, so I'm gonna do
Kick him in his chestnuts.
You got your
Fury of
fists, man.
Blow. Yeah, that's literally my last key. Oh, fucking. Fist. I'm gonna target this guy and fist him.
No.
Is this guy weakened?
You still have advantage against him.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20.
Oh my god.
Nat 20, baby.
Critical. So critical damage.
13.
13.
Yeah.
13 bludgeoning. Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. You knock into it. It's like punching a dummy made out of wood. You hear the boom, 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 hollow sounds as you slam into it, but you're definitely like cracking, breaking through the shell. You have damaged this thing quite a lot.
Now I use my Fury of
Is
Blow.
that your last key then?
Yes. I get it back. I'm sort with. So that's good. Normal one, this ain't it, or is it still advantage?
Still advantage.
Fish will not live where the water is too clear. The fuck is that?
It has like little like monk style quote, I guess. 25 hits. Not a critical this time, but still a good hit.
Okay. Normal damage. 8 damage. Do you know, I'm just gonna use this same thing here. A 10.
That probably misses.
10 misses, yeah.
Okay. Still not bad damage that turn.
Well, yeah, you rolled
Yeah.
a crit, of course.
Good damage. Good damage. Is that your
I
turn?
just thought of something and then I realised I'm being stupid and I can't do that again. That is my turn.
Okay. Cecil, it is your turn. Des, it is your turn. My bad.
Bitch, you trying to
Okay,
forget me?
yay.
What does Des do? Still with advantage? Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
26 definitely hits. $16 damage.
Is he dead yet?
He's still standing, so you cut through it. 12 damage. You cut through this creature. How do you finish it off?
Time to prune the weeds. I'll go for the limbs, then the head, and triumphantly pick up the scythe back.
You cut him down, the scythe falls to the floor, you pick it up from the floor, raise it triumphantly above yourself. The thing is unmoving.
I'll look back to see if this guy's still materialized. Is he still there, or is the magic holding him together gone now that scarecrow's dead?
The shadowy creature dissipates into the floor. That is the end of that encounter.
Victory.
We did it, guys. We saved the estate as we're surrounded by corpses and dead and fire and dead tree.
So you grab his side. He has the Keeper's Crescent, a elongated scythe with a hooked blade made out of an otherworldly wood that is polished and sharpened to a blade as deadly as any metal you are familiar with.
I'll hold on to it till we get back to the Keeper's house. It is 1d12 damage, like your side, but your side has +5. This one has +2. So its base is stronger, basically.
Yeah, but it gets some extra abilities. There is life sapping and plant culling that it has as 2 extra abilities that can do some extra damage. The creature, now that you have cut it down, it is laying lifeless in the muddy, rotted floor with the tree burning around you, illuminating this whole area. You also notice on the creature that he is wearing a cloak and some light armor leathers.
Anyone else interested in the loot? I'm fine with taking the scythe.
I don't know, is the cloak magical in nature?
That does look like a fashionable cloak.
Both of the items on it look like they are magical in nature and require attunement to use.
Does only Cecil notice because he's the magic one, or do the others notice as well?
Yeah, I think only Cecil would know this.
What do you say, the cloak and what else he has on him?
The cloak and the leathers, light armor, are both magical items that require attunement.
Okay, I'll say that it is. The armor and the cloak are magical. Which one do you want? You don't use armor, do you, AJ?
No. Well, yes.
I'm confused.
I have breastplates. I use armor. Because armor, I get more AC from it.
Would the magical armor be better than what you have, Jackie?
I don't know. Let me see.
What are you wearing?
Yeah, I'm checking.
Kevlar?
It's enhanced defense breastplate, so it's got my +1 enchantment on it, so it's 14 AC breastplate. Medium armor.
You can cast Identifier, right?
Not right now. My spell slots are all used up, but yeah.
I can do it, but it's going to be as a ritual. We'll just take the item and bring him back to the Gardener's house, and
we
then
can
we'll
examine it and see if it's better than mine.
Yeah, I put it on a pile on the floor here. If you wanna grab the stuff, both of the things should be in there, and the sides should be on your sheets already. This
should be there.
Yeah, I've got it.
Wait, did I take the? Oh, I took the cloak. Sheet.
Can't take the items.
Can you not?
No. Maybe it's time for my refresh.
Oh,
I'll take it and we'll just drop it back at the house.
Okay. Do I need to give one of these to Jackie?
No, he's gonna take it. I'll give it to me in the house when he identifies it.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, maybe not. It might be worse than mine. We'll identify it and see what happens. Might be like +2 cloak of impotence.
Yeah. The tree is vulnerable to fire damage. If the Tree of Woe is destroyed, the Scorncrow loses access to their lair actions. Okay, cool.
Oh, and I throw him into the fire, the body of the...
Yes. You pile
that's
them up with the others.
Yeah.
Do you want us to
At,
walk back, Chris, or are you just gonna teleport us there?
At the heart of this dark glade, an ominous tree sits. It's destroyed now, burning down.
Used to say.
Now it sits listless and dormant, the little shell that remains from the damage. The shadows which once hung from the many twisted vines are gone now. The black-feathered corvids no longer decorate its branches. There is a strange serenity in this grove. Not sacred or soothing, not reassuring by any means, but a feeling hangs in the air, like the quiet acceptance of death.
Still other paths this way.
Are you sure you want to explore more?
Are we finished here?
I mean, we got the scythe. That's what he wanted, didn't he? I think it just loops back around.
Alright.
I'm gonna pick up the chainsaw.
I guess I'll follow the guys home.
Amongst the remains of the tree, as you pick up the chainsaw, AJ, you see the tree trunk smoldering away. In an opening in the tree trunk, you see a shadowy orb just sitting still amongst the tree.
Yeah,
I'm gonna grab it.
was corrupting it. Oh no, he's corrupted.
Okay, do me a strength check.
Oh god.
Our guy has got the corruption now.
This code is not strong.
Yeah, just normal strength, not a saving throw. A 14.
It's not bad.
You grab the orb out of the trunk, and it's kind of like bowling ball sized. You intend to fully pull it out, not expecting it to be as heavy as it actually is. As you try to move it, it surprises you how heavy this orb actually is. And as you pull it out of the tree, it shrinks down to almost like a marble size, but it is still quite heavy for its size. But you manage to unlodge it from the tree.
Don't you have guidance as a cleric?
I do.
You could have eased down the strength.
You have one orb of one shadowy orb in your inventory. I'll put it in there. There we go. I am just going to unidentify it because you don't quite know what it is.
Okay.
Unidentify. There we go. You should see unidentified equipment in your inventory now under your breastplate.
Yeah.
It requires attunement. That is all you can gather from this, that it is clearly magical in some form.
So, how do I identify this?
Various ways. There are spells to do it. You can just spend X amount of time during a long rest to study the item to identify it.
I think that's what we need to do. Let's go.
Yeah. Do you want us to teleport, Chris, or should we walk back through the maze?
Where do you intend to go?
Back to the gardener's house.
Okay. Is there any other... There are a few other directions in the maze that you might wander into while going to the maze, but I think you remember the way back through to the shack if you immediately want to go there.
Do you want us to roll intelligence check, Chris? It could be that dumb.
Might be nice to have a little rest, before we continue to get some of our stuff back, so to speak.
I mean, we can rest at the gardener's house.
Okay, who of you is the most
resting here.
confident they can guide the others through the maze back to the gardener's house?
Me.
Okay,
Cecil, apparently.
You can roll intelligence with advantage from the others helping you out.
Can I get some guidance? Yeah, I guess not.
I guess that's a no. No guidance for you.
I guess fuck me.
Okay.
12.
A 12. Yeah, you make it safely back to the gardener's house without bumping into any of the gnawed finger-like entities in the bushes. Activate the scene. And I'll just put your tokens in the in his house.
The hoose.
Okay, is everybody here? I guess your haste and stuff would have been worn out by now.
Yep, the haste and the bleed song. And then I'll just break concentration.
Is the mage armor still on you?
It's for 8 hours.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, welcome back. You made it back faster than I expected. Any luck retrieving my sight?
Is this the scythe in question?
Ah, yes, there it is. How did you manage to wrest it from that ungodly creature's gnarly hands?
By burning
Surprisingly,
that
2
dark-
fireballs.
By burning that dark accursed tree to the ground, courtesy of Jackie, and by slicing him in twain till he crumbled.
Hoodoo, 2 fireballs on a chainsaw is enough to cut down a tree and burn it.
Fire! Don't know what a chainsaw is, but fire, yes.
It's this, and I
It's-
pull it out.
Oh,
what?
what is this
Wow.
device? The fire is not spreading to the rest of the garden, is it?
Well, the tree was not connected. Well, it's mostly corpses around it, but no bushes that can spread the fire.
Oh, well, with that
Hopefully.
ghastly tree gone, hopefully those creatures within the maze would be affected as well.
Hey, you don't mind us staying here for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes? Just identifying some stuff.
Oh, you would like to rest?
We did just fight a evil possessed tree and a sentient scarecrow, so yes. If it's not too much trouble.
No, but of course. Did you hand him the sight, or did you just show it?
I offered it him.
Okay, he'll grab the sight. Oh, thank you so much.
Nothing compared to mine, though, I'll say. Because I'm happy with all the kills I've got with it.
It's a mighty fine sight you have there. It seems well sharpened. Would you like to trade?
Are you certain? You don't have any sentimental value to your own scythe?
Any will do, as long as it cuts the plants.
Well, it certainly made quick work of that monster that stole your scythe initially. Perhaps it would give you better luck defending yourself next time.
Yes, of course. And this one that the Scorncrow was holding on to is especially suited for cutting through plants. As I guess
Why would
all
you say
sights are, because that is kind of what a sight's job is, but still.
Yeah, but this one specifically has a trait on it that gives it strength
Yes.
against plants or plant-based enemies. You know
Well,
you removed the crescent from my sheet, right?
Yeah. You gave it to him, right?
Yeah, but now we're trading, right?
Oh, you're giving him yours and you're getting his?
Yeah, if he's
Okay.
alright with it.
Yeah. Cool. He has your sight now.
My +1 scythe, yes. You may give it to him.
Now he has a sight and a trowel.
You will start identifying this shit here. It's gonna take
Okay.
like 20 minutes for these 2 items.
Yes, thank you very much for retrieving my tools, I suppose. Make yourself at home. Got some drinks. Can put a pot on with some food on the stove if you'd like something to eat. There is a room to clean, maintain yourself. Past the bedroom, if you would like to have a bath, I have a tub in there. In privacy, of course.
I just need a quick sit down after all that slashing.
Yes, of course. Would you guys like to have a short and or long rest in this place?
How long does a long one have to be?
Like 6 hours minimum?
Oh, 6 hours, yeah. I think you're correct.
We'll just do short then, I'm guessing. Everyone okay with short?
Yeah, I think or we can just like do our stuff here and then just sit back to the manor and take a look.
Yeah. A short rest is at least 1 hour, can be longer. A long rest is at least 8 hours long.
Yeah, okay, so 80.
Where a character sleeps for 6 hours and performs 2 hours of light activity. So you're just taking a short rest here for an hour, hanging out, having some drinks, some food, maybe refreshing yourself, and then heading back to the estate?
Yeah, this is not a new day, right?
This is what?
This is not a new day, right?
No, it is not a new day.
Time has no meaning here anyway.
You can roll hit die and stuff if you do a short rest. I don't think anybody needs it.
I need 1, but I'm not going to use a hit die on 1 hit point.
That is fair.
I'll use Arcane Recovery to recover 3rd level spell slot. That from the short rest, I'll get him back. Then I get back Late Song. For some reason, not automatically give me back this stuff.
And the automatization seems a bit fudged. Not too sure what happened.
And I'll start identifying these. See if it's better for Jackie, the leather armor.
Okay. Do you show your little shadowy orb that you got from the tree, AJ, to Cecil as well for identification, or do you try to figure it out yourself?
I'll try and figure it out myself.
Okay. You need to spend a short rest to focus on only that item while being in physical contact with it. So you grab the orb in your hand for an entire hour, you focus on the orb, letting the energy flow through you and your energy through the orb, I suppose.
Yeah.
You identify it as an orb of shadow dominion, and that means that you are attuned to it now as well.
Okay.
Which, funnily enough, it does not have a thing to click on that you're attuned to it.
I see that.
Okay, I'll have to sort that out, but not right now, because I forgot where to do that. But yeah, you attune to it. It is a fist-sized pearl of black glass, drums with a rhythmic umbral violet glow. While you are attuned to it, this orb hovers in the center of your chest, moving as you move. So where your little, like, blue chest rig is, the orb automatically, like, whoop, hovers in front of your chest. And it moves as you move, like it moves with you. It constantly stays hovered in the center of your chest. While you have this orb floating in the center of your chest, you have resistance to necrotic damage. So any necrotic damage that you get hit with gets halved, divided by 2. So we'll try to remember that, to not give you the full damage.
Yeah.
A ability that is in there in text, but you don't know that it does this yet, but might come up later, so I'm not gonna read it out quite now, but it has something else attached to it.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And, yeah, there seems to be a powerful magic trinket. And the cloak, you identify it, Cecil. It is the cloak of the Scorncrow, a wondrous item, requires attunement. It's a cloak of heavy black cloth interwoven with feathers. You gain +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while you wear this cloak. So it gives you a +1 to AC, but it is not armor. So even barbarians and stuff that lose their bonuses to AC from wearing armor can wear this and get the 1 extra bonus to their AC. And the leathers is light armor. A magical suit of leather armor, +1, is adorned with insignia of wings, beaks, and talons which are woven between its subtle leather. It gives resistance to necrotic. This armor, while attuned, provides resistance to necrotic damage.
Okay, is Mckadow back?
I don't think so.
Well, I'll discuss which one he wants to take.
Okay. With the burning of the tree, the returning of the site, and more importantly, finding this orb, which seems to be an important item, you have hit one of the milestones, and that means you all level up.
Oh my god.
Hooray!
So let me
Chris,
give you your
during the short rest, I would take the groundskeeper aside and just whisperly ask him if he knows anything about the will to the mansion.
You're talking to the scythe?
No, the keeper, say to the groundskeeper.
You take him aside and you ask him about the will, like the inheritance will of the manor.
If he's aware of anything regarding it, since the siblings have been arguing over it, apparently.
Oh no, that's it's between the masters, between the lords and ladies of the house. I know nothing about that. I just tend to the gardens.
All right then.
Yes, I can't thank you enough for bringing back my my site. Well, a site, I suppose. What are you going to do next?
What was it that Jackie had to do that we were going to do afterwards? I forgot now. Something he was asked to do.
Dancing hallway. Something like that.
Ah, yes, that was it. The dancing hallway.
And you had been
probably
not so subtly asked last session by Lord Kryn to maybe assassinate the lady of the house?
If I can't find the will, which is why I was just asking, obviously, I was just bringing up that little plot point, Gris.
Okay. And perhaps her kid as well, he seemed to slightly imply.
Her kid?
Yeah.
You didn't mention she had a child last time.
Oh, I thought I implied. Ignore what I said.
No. Still down for killing her, though, if I can't discover anything behind the mystery of the inheritance will. But yeah.
You can just create more orphans.
Yeah, but then I'm doing a super villain origin story if I don't kill the kids too.
Well, your whole other thing is to pursue evildoers, isn't it?
Any who I perceive as evil. Got a bit of a warped sense of justice from all the shit I've been through in life, so yeah.
Oh, do you see her as evil?
Oh yeah, she's a noble. I hate nobles.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
In fact, her kid's probably one of those stuck-up silver spoon in their mouth fuckers as well, so
Hey,
if I learn about that, I'll probably kill him. Depends how it turns out, though.
Oh, kill him.
Just see how they turn out.
14,000.
back. What did I miss?
We've leveled up.
We leveled up. So the cloak gives +1 to AC and +1 to saving throws, and the leather armor is a +1. It also gives you resistance to necrotic damage.
You don't have to do the level up immediately now, but you have reached the milestone by burning, defeating the tree and the Scorncrow, and the orb. Grabbing the orb has led to reaching the milestone. Yes, the two things have been identified that Cecil was saying, so go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
What's the base AC?
For the leather is 12.
I'll keep mine, then mine's better.
So you're gonna take the cloak?
No, I'm okay.
The cloak.
No, I don't want it. I'm okay.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the leather armor with that +12 AC.
I know, but I'm saying I'm okay. I don't need anything. I've already got tuned items.
Really? Okay. That's strange.
Why?
Because the cloak is +1 to AC and saving throws.
But it needs attunement.
Yeah, it's +1 to AC and saving throws.
Well, then you know what you do? Attune to it.
Right. I guess I can sell the Staff of Magi. I have not really been using it. I guess just attune to it. I think you need to be a social warlock or wizard to attune to it.
Yeah, but give it to me.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, that's selling it. Slap.
I'll just send attune to it and attune to these two, I guess.
Yeah. Keep it for later. It'll come up handy later.
Yeah.
Is that us for today then?
It seems like a nice place to end off if you want.
Yeah, you can level up either now at the end. I'll leave the program open if you wanna run to it. You can do it at the start of next time, or just shoot me a message anytime during the week, like, hey, boot up the program, I wanna level up my guy.
I've done it. It wasn't much for me, but I've got Aura of Protection now, so that's a thing.
Yeah, what level? You're 6 now, right? Yeah, I don't think... Most classes don't really get anything too special at 6. Maybe when you're multi-classing, you'll get to do some, more intricate stuff.
Chris, these 2 items require attunement?
I can infuse another item.
Yeah. Yes. Does it not say that they require attunement?
It does not have the thing.
I mean, I get something called Relentless Avenger at level 7, so next level I'll get that.
It's same as for the orb that Aidan has. I guess they didn't give them attunement slots, but it says in the description that they require attunement. I can put it on the item. I just forget where that option is.
If you open up the item, there's a thing you take that says attunement requirement.
Yeah, but it does not have any of those.
Yeah, because it's like a clothing, I guess. Can only weapons have it? Well, the helmet. What does the helmet count as? Because that has attunement, right?
It counts as equipment. Yeah.
For some reason, these do not have the thing.
The equipment details is clothing, proficiency level, automatic, magical, and then below it with magical it says attunement required.
Okay.
There's like a drop down bar.
Yeah.
No, there's none here.
Magical.
Let me share my screen.
Oh,
Chris just asked me what my helmet said.
Yeah. You have to tick on the magical box. There we go. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, perfect. Now I can have my 17 AC without custom mage armor.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Higher AC is always good.
Mage armor, yeah.
Attunement required. Boom. I put it on the orb for you as well, AJ. It is not automatically gonna apply the resistance to necrotic, I believe. But I think I can just add it to your sheet as a resistance. Yeah. Resistance necrotic. The cloak or the armor also gives resistance to necrotic, right?
Yeah.
Resistance necrotic. Okay, so Cecil, you've got necrotic resistance. Okay, cool. Now, normally, with your resistance ticked on your sheet, if anything attacks you with necrotic and I apply the damage, it should automatically be halved, but I'm still gonna keep an eye on it, of course, because it doesn't always seem to be going correct. But yeah, I think this is a good point of leaving it off. As always, out of curiosity for the next session, where are you guys gonna head after this?
Well, I think we're going to the dancing hall to do Jackie's side quest from the lady of the house.
Yeah, help the lady out with the in the ballroom.
Unless anyone has any objections or anywhere else they'd like to go.
Nope.
Yeah, good, Griss. Start building it then.
Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for playing. I hope you had fun meddling around with a big evil tree and a scarecrow-looking guy.
I got a new scythe.
And a new site, yeah. Some new goodies, new items. That is us for today then. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.